Hi everyone, Dave here, and welcome to Humble Beginnings, a series to help make getting started in the Yogscast Complete Pack less daunting. With over 200 mods, it can seem it can start getting really difficult to know exactly what you're doing or even where to start. So with that being said, I created this series. Now, as you can see, I've already built a little bit of a shelter here. Got some farming going. So let me give you a grand tour and explain a little bit more about what my plans are for this series. So as we start out, or as I start out, I'm going to be covering a little bit more of the technical base mods, like thermal expansion and mechanism. That way you can decide for yourself which mod you prefer, or both for that matter. So anyways, we have some gardening going on here. Got a little bit of slick water, which I thought was actually barley, and it kind of looks like barley, so might end up being barley. And then I have one lovely little essence crop here for magical crops, which we'll get to in the future. Got some chilies and some cucumbers here. We got a berry farm here. And we've got, what do we have over here? Corn and tomato. Just one singular tomato, apparently. So anyways, let me take you inside. Haven't really decorated too much with the house just yet. Plan on adding wings to the house as we go. You know, for different mods. Might create different buildings for different mods as well. So for right now, I've got 3 different chests here. Got some precious things in here, organic and misc things in here, and a little bit of building supplies in here. So for today, I'm planning on starting with Tinker's Construct. So now, in order to start there, we're going to need some wood. So let me just clear out some of my inventory here, and we can get started on that. Alright, then grab another stick. I think I should be okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to transform some more of this spruce into wooden planks. Make some more sticks. Now, in order to get started with Tinker's Construct, we're going to need some blank patterns. In order to create that, put some planks in a diagonal like that, sticks in a diagonal like that. We'll have a blank pattern. We're going to need quite a bit of these, not only to make the tables themselves, but also to make the stencils for all of our tools and stuff. So let me just grab, I don't know, we'll start with 10 for now, I guess. Alright, so now we put the stencil back in. We put a plank to make the stencil table. And I got a new book, Materials and You, I think is volume 2, I believe. Alright, now I need to make a crafting table. And, oops, put the blank pattern there. And it creates the tool station. So now I take some raw wood and I make the part builder. So now the only thing left is to make the pattern chest. So you make a chest, add your blank pattern, and voila. Alright, so now what I'll do is I'll move my bed for now. We'll set up the stencil table, we'll set up the part builder, we'll have the pattern chest, and then we'll have the tool station. And then we'll have my bed somewhere. Alright, so stencil table, come on, there we go. Part builder, pattern chest, tool station, and bed. Alright, so now as you can see here in the stencil table, have a smaller square to a bigger square. So I put the blank pattern in, and I can create a tool rod pattern. And I can just click between next and previous to change my pattern here. Alright, so now I escape from there. Goodness, it's a very noisy slime. So now we can go to the part builder. Or rather the tool station, I'm sorry. So here at the tool station is all the different tools and weapons that we can make right now. Pickaxe, shovel, axe, a mattock, sword, broadsword, longsword, rapier, dagger, frying pan, battle sign, chisel, bow and arrow, short bow, and arrow. So I'm going to make the basic tools. I'm going to make a pickaxe, shovel, and an axe. So pickaxe needs pickaxe head, tool binding, handle. Shovel needs a shovel head and a handle. The hatchet requires an axe head and a handle. So we just need one handle for all these tools, and then the different heads, and then the pickaxe needs a tool binding. So come over here. So we have the tool rod, we have the pickaxe head, we have the shovel head, we have the axe head, and then we need the tool binding. So there we go. So now we come to the part builder. And you see these material costs in gray underneath each of these patterns. So for example, the tool rod and the tool binding each cost half of material, which means like if we use stone on these, then we'll get like a stone nugget back. Alright, so now let's check out this book, Materials and You, because this tells us of all the different materials and modifiers we can use on our tools. So, and whenever the pickaxe, and you can take a look at this book whenever you make the patterns and stencils, see which tool and weapons you like the most. Now, the hammer and lumber axe are all ones that we'll get when we start smelting. We create the tool forge. And here are the material traits. So reinforced means they have a 10% chance per level of not using durability. Stone bound. Tool mines faster as it wears out, but does less damage. Jagged, the tool attacks with does more damage. What? As it wears out. Oh, the tool attacks with more damage as it wears out, but mine's lower. Okay. Rideable, one extra modifier per piece. Tasty, sometimes drops food items. Rideable is paper, I believe. So these are all different materials we can use: wood, stone, iron, flint, cactus, bone, obsidian, alumite, netherrack, blue slime, green slime. And this is actually slime crystals. And so then it tells you how to make the slime crystals. Slime balls, dirt and sand, which gives you slimy mud, which you then cook in a furnace to give you slime crystal. Paper is the one that you can add to your tools to add modifiers. So then you have cobalt, ardite, manulian, stronger than diamond apparently, copper, bronze, steel, and then pig iron. So there we go. And then it talks about modifiers. So diamond gives you extra durability. Emerald also gives you durability, 50% more. This gives you 500 extra durability, and this just gives you 50% more durability than your tool already has. Redstone gives you speed. Moss gives you the ability to slowly repair itself. So, and then a lava crystal smelts blocks as they're harvested and sets mods on fire for 3 seconds apparently, which is pretty good. So then it shows you how to make a ball of moss, the lava crystal, and the like. So yeah, good resource for starting out here. And feel free to go through this book and play around with all these different modifiers and see which one you prefer. But for now, let's get out some cobblestone. Now I'll show you how this works in theory. So we can make pickaxe, pickaxe head, and we can make a tool rod. Excuse me, angry zombie. I'm trying to do a little bit of some recording here, if you don't mind. I'll even use some flint here. Yep, wrong one. So we can make a flint pickaxe head, or so durability 171, mining speed 525, and this is durability 131, mining speed 4. So the flint was actually better than the stone, if you can believe that. But now let's change out the pickaxe head to the stone, or the tool rod. And see here, it gives you a stone shard, which we can use on the tool binding. So, so this is if you use it for a bow and arrow. You hold shift. So your handle modifier is 0.5 times. What is it if you use flint? 0.7 times. And then you get a flint shard. We'll use cobblestone for the handle. And then, for the tool binding, we'll use the stone shard. And there we go. So now we come over to the tool station. We put in we'll pick what we want, and we put in our pattern. So, flint axe head, stone binding, stone tool rod. And there we go. Pickaxe. And it's made out of flint, which has a durability of 85, mining speed of 5.25. Mining level is iron, so we're not going to get, redstone or gold or anything like that. But it's just a basic pickaxe. So, for now, that might be all we need. Now, one of the other things was that in this tool station, before I crafted it, you could actually, name it whatever you want it to. But, I have an iron pickaxe and a stone pickaxe in my inventory. So really, I didn't need to really name this one. This is just for the purpose of the this tutorial. Oop. I'm gonna go kill that slime because it's kind of annoying. Alright. Oh, spiders too. Sounds like he's on sand. Oh, there he is. That's just how he... a choo-choo. Okay. Huh. That was exciting. And so we have... I also have this nice little apple tree here growing. And this is from Growth Craft, which is very good. Very pretty cool mod. A very pretty cool mod, yeah. The way you make a apple tree is you put an apple on your craft table, which gives you an apple core. And you just basically plant the apple core in the ground. So there you go. Now I have even more junk in my inventory here. Alright, so if I come to the pattern chest here, I can put my patterns, oddly enough, in the pattern chest. So now, if I go to the part builder, I can pick the shovel head right out of the pattern chest because it's connected and make a shovel out of whatever materials I have in here. Pretty snazzy, right? Alright. So now comes the fun part. Ah, okay. For some reason my books are in my building materials chest. That's kind of odd. Right. So here is the tool forge that I was talking about. The table that will help us make those better tools, like the hammer, the sickle, scythe, and tools like that. But in order to get that, we have to make grout, which is sand, gravel, and clay. And one grout block will turn into one seared brick, which we then need for the controller, which will give us, well, a start on smelting.